and the remaining bonds will mature in 7 and 15 years. So first, let's say, for example, that in 2018, you would have invested $10,000 in NIF 090823 when it was initially offered, and you plan to hold this bond until maturity, which is a 5-year period. You would receive $450 in interest every year, and at maturity, you would get back the $10,000 that you would have invested and a total interest of $2,250. So sometimes when I mention bond investing to persons, one misconception they have is that your money would be tied up for a long period of time. But know that these bonds are traded on the stock exchange and you can sell them at any time. They are very liquid, so you don't have to hold until maturity. So as stated earlier in the presentation, we have several government bonds. So however, we would like to discuss one bond in particular, which is the J314 bond. So this bond was listed on the stock exchange on January 27, 2023, with trading effective on January 30th, 2023. So the listing of this bond is a major milestone for us and our subsidiary company, the TTCD, as the TTCD was entrusted as the paying agent and the registrar for the bond. So the bond was listed with a total value of $702.867 million. The coupon or interest rate on this bond is 4.25% per annum. And approximately half of this interest is paid every 6 months on April 30th and October 31st. So the bonds would mature on October 31st, 2037, which is approximately 14 years from now. So currently these bonds are trading at a discount. So let's say you have $8,700 to invest. At the purchase price of $87, you would get $10,000 in bonds. So on an annual basis, you would receive $425 in interest on your investment, and on maturity, you would get back the $8,700 that you invested. All right, so please note that all bonds are sold in denominations of $1,000. So to begin investing over the TTSC, you first have to identify a brokerage firm. Currently, we have 8 brokerage firms to choose from, namely Boss Brokers, Caribbean Stockbrokers, First Citizens Brokerage and Advisory Services, GMMB Securities, NCB Merchant Bank, Republic Wealth Management, Shepherd Stockbrokers, and our partnering brokerage firm today, West Indies Stockbrokers, commonly known as WISE. So your broker will provide investment advice and research services, recommend shares to be bought or sold, and execute buy or sell orders on your behalf. So the contact information for our brokerage firms can be found on our website under the Member Firms tab. Our trading days are Monday to Friday, except public holidays, Carnival Monday and Carnival Tuesday. So we have 3 market sessions: pre-open, open, and close. So our pre-open hours are 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. During pre-open, orders can be entered and will be queued. However, no trading is allowed during the session. Our pre-open session applies to all markets except the government bond markets. Our trading hours are 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. So during open, orders can be entered and will be queued, and of course, trading takes place. So the market closes at 12 p.m. Queue priority. So the queue priority refers to the order in which buy and sell orders are executed over the stock exchange. A queue priority is used to ensure fairness and efficiency in the trading process. So orders entered in the trading system are queued based on the following criteria. So firstly, price, then account category, whether it's a client's account or proprietary account, and finally, time. So the timestamp is used as the final deciding factor, as it is always unique. So that is no 2 orders can have the same timestamp. So the highest priority is given to orders at the best available price, followed by orders received earlier at that price. So this means that if multiple buy or sell orders are placed at the same time, the order that was placed first would typically be executed first. So stay informed. So the market can be monitored by visiting our website, www.stockex.co.tt. Our website provides a wealth of important information. Additionally, you can subscribe to our mailing list. They are free. You will receive listed company news, financial statements, dividend notices directly to your email address. So just a bit of advice, it is important to find a balance between staying informed and avoiding excessive market noise. Excessive market noise can lead to impulsive or emotional investment decisions. So online trading via the TTSC. So the TTSC online platform, commonly known as TOP, allows investors to trade, buy and sell equities and mutual funds online. So TOP is designed to facilitate efficient and faster trading. To start trading online, you would first have to create a TOP account. A valid email address is required. Then add your TTCD brokerage account, and your broker would review and approve your request. So online trading offers several benefits to investors. So firstly, flexibility and convenience. So you can execute trades from the comfort of your home or on the go using your smartphone or tablet. Orders can be entered at any time, and all you require is internet access. Portfolio monitoring and management. If you have multiple TTCD accounts, you can add all to one TOP profile. So you'll be able to access your trade history and review account statements from one TOP profile. Real-time market information. So TOP offers real-time market data, including stock prices, trade volumes, and the market depth or order queue. Online trading gives you, the investor, greater control and autonomy, which results in faster trade execution, so thereby reducing the risk of missing out on desired trade opportunities due to delays. And lastly, trading via TOP can be cost-effective. So some of our brokerage firms offer lower commission fees for self-directed trading via the TOP platform. So this can result in cost savings for investors, especially those with smaller investment amounts. So on Monday, 29th of May, 2023, between 12 p.m. and 12:45 p.m., we'll be conducting a comprehensive demonstration session of the platform, from registration to funding requests and executing a trade, etc. So stay connected to us through our social media accounts for further updates on this upcoming session. So thank you all for being a part of this presentation today. I hope it has sparked your interest in stock market investing and provided you with valuable insights to embark on your investment journey. So now we'll move on to Mr. Manmohan.
Morning. I see my screen. Morning. Hello.
Good morning. Yes, we're seeing your screen.
Morning. Morning. I see the screen. Morning. Hello. Tisha, I see my screen.
Yes, Adrian, we can see your screen.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't, no one was answering. So sorry about that. Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen and fellow panelists. My name is Adrian Manmohan. I'm the director of WISE. I would like to thank the board, management, and staff of the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange for inviting WISE to speak on the topic unlocking financial growth, investing in the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange. This is a topical subject as investors continue to navigate a low TTD investment environment investing in the stock market is an attractive long-term investment option, and the TTSE continue to strive to make it easier with options such as online trading through the top platform and the e-statements. The TTSE continues to strive to increase listings, especially through the SME market. This morning, I'm going to start with a light refresher on investment strategy and then demonstrate how investing on the TTSE can be a valuable investment option. Okay, so before we start, a brief history of WISE. WISE is a wholly owned subsidiary of RBC Financial Caribbean. We were established in 1964. We are the longest standing and largest brokerage firm in Trinidad and Tobago. We have in excess of 16 billion TT under administration. We have over 10,000 clients. We are part of the Wealth Solutions Group of the RBC Caribbean Banking, which together with our partners, we can offer you any investment opportunity that you may desire. Our client base is throughout the region, which includes individuals, small and medium-sized businesses, and institutions and corporations. So some of our products are invest in international and domestic equity trading, international and domestic fixed income trading, customized investment portfolios, which are a type of managed portfolios for US investments, mainly in ETFs. We also have Reutrin mutual funds. We offer margin accounts on the US side of our business. We offer options trading and also after hours trading. So a little bit about our investment strategy before we start with the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange. The key things for your investment strategy, really, you should have a proper asset allocation, which should be effectively, so you have a mix of long-term assets. You should have diversification, which will mitigate against risks. So because you yourself can't constantly predict winners or losers. You should always check and rebalance your portfolios over time. The portfolio should have a minimize on one's tax liability for any investment. Note that this is not the same as tax evasion, but you could position your portfolio to be tax efficient. And also risk management. Make sure you make the most of your trading, which means never put all your eggs in one basket. If you put all your money in one stock or one investment, you are setting up for a big loss.
Hi, Adrian. Just to stop you, I'm not sure if my screen is sticking, but you are not. The slides are not moving, so I'm not sure if you. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but well, I don't know. Is it moving now?
Not on my end.
Tisha, nobody. Okay, so let me end it and start it back again. Moving on?
Moving now. But you want to make the screen full screen.
Oh, it's not full screen?
No.
Hello, are you seeing the screen now?
Yeah, yes, Adrian, we're seeing it now.
Moving on. Let me.
Yeah, so that's what you're saying. So I'm not showing first one.
Yeah, but it's not moving.
Hi, everyone. Can you all just bear with us? We're just having some technical difficulties. Thanks.
See,
No, see, don't close it. Close it. I see you.
There's this slide. This one? No, this one. Morning.
Yes.
Morning again, everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah, apparently the Zoom is sticking on our side. Are you seeing my the screen going to show?
Yes, Adrian, we're seeing it.
Okay. Are the slides moving? Atisha, are the slides moving?
Try moving it from the first slide.
Still not moving?
No. You wanna email it to us and we could probably share it from our end and move the slides. Oh, it's not, it's moving.
Okay. Okay. So sorry about that again. Yep. So we are on yeah, we were speaking about the investment 101 strategy, risk management, which is making sure that the last point I was making is on risk management, making sure you make the most of your trading, which means never putting your eggs in one basket. If you put all your money into one stock or one instrument, you're setting yourself up for a loss. Okay, in terms of the portfolio mix, the asset mix is the breakdown of all your assets within a portfolio, such as stocks, bonds, cash, and real estate. Within an asset class, assets can be mixed even further. For example, stocks in a portfolio being either large cap, mid cap, or small cap. Having a diversified mix of assets can allow for increased sources of investment returns, as well as reducing investment risk. Portfolio asset allocation can be done using various metrics, including your age, and others include time horizon, risk tolerance, income, and financial goals. You will also have to determine the objectives of your portfolio. That is growth, if you need it for growth, income, or balance oriented. For instance, the persons in retirement would want more income. The younger generation will want more growth, and the people in their middle age would want a balance oriented. Okay, so the topic we want to discuss today really on investing on the TTSC. Most of us may not realize it, but we are already invested in the TTSC through our NIS contributions, pension funds, and mutual funds investments. Trinidad and Tobago has a low national saving rate, which needs to be addressed. And I believe that the TTSC is one of the best options to enhance your savings. Investing in the stock market has traditionally been seen as an investment option for the rich. However, IPOs such as National Enterprises Limited, First Citizen Bank, and the Trinidad and Tobago NGL Limited demonstrated that the pool of investors are increasing, especially smaller investors. To encourage a younger generation, the TTSC has introduced online trading through the top platform and e-statements so you can view your portfolio in real time. This is to be done to encourage more listings, and the SME market is a step in this direction. So this is how the composite index and the all TNT index has performed for the past 5 years, from April 30th, 2019 to now. While the composite index has fluctuated over the last couple of years, mainly as a result of the economic downturn precipitated by the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. However, with the IMF and the central bank expecting a return to growth, the market should see a recovery. For those who like stocks that have income generating, the top 10 dividend stocks at March 31st, 2023 are the Unilever, which paid a larger dividend than normal. National Enterprises paid a larger dividend than normal because they were reporting for 15 months. On average, the market grades from 5.41% to 3.46% for the top 10 dividends. And the market average is approximately 3.5% as at March 31st, 2023. So some of the other well-known stocks that pay dividends of over 3-4%, Scotiabank, Prestige Holdings, First Caribbean has a dividend of 3.77%, and Sumacal has a dividend of 3.46%, and Massey Holdings also has a dividend yield of about 3.46%. So we did a chart of the top 10 total return stocks from 2018 to 2023, April 2023. But this includes capital appreciation and dividends, which will demonstrate the attractiveness of the TTSC as an investment vehicle, the long-term nature of the market, and the benefits of doing your research and picking companies with strong fundamentals. We have had the outlier companies like LJ Williams, which has grown, which has grown over 300% over the period. Agostini has grown over 200% over the period. Massey Holdings, 124%. You have lower down the others, Scotiabank, 46%, Republic, 53%, and Angostura, 64%. So this demonstrates that the market as a whole, if you invest in a pool of stocks on the market, you could have a good return over a 5-year period or more. Because fundamentally, you pick stocks that for a long-term period of time. Okay, I would like to talk a little bit about self-directed trading on the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange. This is something we are encouraging our clients to do because it gives you more flexibility to enter your orders when you want. It's cheaper commissions. And also you get to view your portfolios real time. So what is the platform? TOP is the online trading platform developed by the TTSC for investors to trade securities on their own without having to place an order with their broker. Investors are allowed to enter orders directly to the trading system. Orders are queued and will be executed based on the same priority sequence of price, source, and time. As I said, you can enter your orders 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it will only trade when the market is open between 9:30 and 12 on a trading day. Also, you can view the trade history. You could request funds to be returned to you. You can view your portfolio, and you could also obtain your TTCD statements. You can have multiple accounts to your online trading. You could also use different brokerage firms on the same online platform, on the same user ID. And TOP can be accessed from anywhere in the world via web links. So even on vacation, you could place your orders or place orders for fund requests in or out. So we encourage investors to use the TOP platform because it's more convenient to you, more efficient, and it's also cheaper for you. So how can WISE, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our resources. Mainly, you can interact with us through our website, where you can view the ticker daily, which is updated every 20 minutes during the trading hours. We have daily, weekly, and quarterly updates on the stock market. We have company updates on listed companies. We have the latest financial and economic news, not only for the TTSC, but also international through our parent company, RBC. We have information on our product offerings. You could open an account, you could find out how to open an account, including all the requirements, and the forms can be downloaded there. You can also join our email list via the website, and you will receive all our reports and important relevant information. Okay. So what's our fee schedule? For guided trades, which is when we place the orders for you, the minimum charge is $175 per trade. That is for trades under $10,000. From 0 to 50,000 is 1.5% per trade. 50 to 100, $50,001 to 100,000, 1.25%. Over 100,000, it's 1%. Now, this is I've been talking about the cost savings for top trading. If you trade on top, all the trades, no matter the size, it's 75 basis points per trade with no minimum commission. So you benefit from not having to you benefit from not having to pay that minimum commission on low volume trades. To open an account with us, you have to have a minimum to start of 25,000 TT. Also, in addition, the TTSC and TTCD charge a transaction fee of 0.21% on the transaction amount. Okay, if you need to contact us, I'm Adrian Manmohan. Then you can also contact Gina Lumsang De Silva, Clarissa Pantin, Alana Douglas, or Enrica Ramsaran. Okay, at the end, there will be a Q&A session where I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adrian. So good morning, everybody. So I'm just here to talk briefly and introduce the Trinidad and Tobago Central Depository. So we are a wholly owned subsidiary of the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange, and we were established essentially to facilitate the safekeeping of securities and settlements of traded security. Settlements of traded securities. We consist of two departments, which is the Central Securities Depository, which is responsible for the safekeeping services, settlements of trade, and other transactional services that we assist the brokers with. We also have our Euroclear services, and in this regard, it has to do with the foreign securities. And under this facility, it allows for the investor to own international assets and have these assets in custody by a local custodian, which is the TTCD. We also have the Registrar Services Department, which is responsible for the execution of corporate actions for companies that are also wishing to raise capital, for example, rights issues, bonus issues, stock splits, dividend payments. We also, under the registry team, we also have other services that we render in terms of the maintenance of the shareholders register for the listed companies, dispatching of any sort of reports required, and also for AGMs to shareholders. We also do registrar and paying agents for bond issues, both public and private, and other special requests by companies. Opening a TTCD account with a broker. Investors must open a TTCD broker account with a stockbroker to trade on the stock market. Those are the requirements. I know both Wise and Siobhan would have go through these in detail. There are 8 registered brokers with the stock exchange, and they are on our website. Dematerialization and your TTCD account. Under the dematerialization concept, it's simply just the conversion of physical share certificates into an electronic format to overcome any sort of risk associated with holding a physical suit. In order for this to occur, you would need to open a brokerage account in order to lodge these physical certificate shares with the TTCD. And the benefits really is that, you know, you will reduce any cost of share certificates and eliminate any sort of risk associated with loss or theft of the actual physical share suit. Direct dividend deposit to your banking account. This deals directly with the treatment of dividend or interest payments. In order to, it is important though, we do encourage you to update your banking information in order to allow for us to deposit your dividends and interest payments directly to your banking account. If you already have a TTCD brokerage account and is still receiving payments by check, we further encourage you to either speak with your respective broker or contact the TTCD, in which we will advise you how to update this facility. We also have on our website, under the bank mandate section, the form that is required to be filled out and signed in order to update this facility for you. In regards to the e-statement platform, this works alongside our online trading platform on top, which is available to eligible investors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. An investor with a top account can view real-time movements in their portfolio and the stock market, as well as manage multiple trading accounts via the platform. It essentially works just like a banking system, online system, where you can access your statements. In order to sign up, you can visit the e-statement platform, where you can create your profile. You would be able to add your brokerage account, and the broker would review and approve your requests. The features and benefits of the TTCD e-statement is it's convenient access, where you can access your online statements wherever and wherever you want to. If you do have multiple TTCD brokerage accounts with different brokers, you can add them under your profile. The platform is available for your 24 hours for your use. You can download your statements as needed to view offline at a later date. We do have our security platform, which is very secured, and of course the use of the platform is absolutely free. There is one single login for both the e-statement platform and the top platform. For any questions, this is our information. If you would like to contact us directly at the ttse@stockx.co.tt. We also have our website, where we do have a vast amount of information so that you can get started in terms of appraising yourself and doing research to start investing. We are very much present on all our social media platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and of course, if you need to contact us, you can at the respective email address. So that brings me to my end of my presentation.
Good morning, everyone. So we would go on to our question and answer segment. The first question that we have: after we open a brokerage account, what do I do? Do I need to do anything with the TTSE or the TTCD? So I would leave this for Siobhan and Mr. Manmohan.
So I'll go first. When you open the brokerage account and you fund the account, you're able to place, if you have a top platform, if you sign up for the top platform, you'll be able to place the trades for yourself. Otherwise, if you want the broker to place the trades, you have to call into the broker or come into the broker to place your trades. You wouldn't have to interact with the TTCD or the stock exchange, because the broker will do or whatever changes or anything you need, say, on your mandate or anything, the broker will interact with the stock exchange for you.
Second question, how do I go about adding funds to trade on top?
Okay, Siobhan, you want me to, okay, go ahead.
I will take it. So you'd have to transfer funds to your broker. Some brokers allow for online transfers, or they may require that you do a deposit. In addition to that, you go onto the top platform and you click your funding request. You would select the brokerage account and add the amount that you would have transferred or deposited, and review your request and click submit. Your broker would review. Once they confirm that you would have transferred the funds or deposited, they would approve your request and your funds would be available online for you to begin trading.
What is the process for purchasing bonds?
Okay, so it's similar to this. If you're buying a stock, just that the settlement is not T+3, it's T+2, and of course the pricing of bonds are a bit different because when you actually purchase it, you purchase it with accrued interest. So you are and also the fees for bonds are significantly lower than and for equity.
So for corporate bonds, the fees are 10 cents per thousand, and government bonds, 15 cents per thousand. That's our TTSC fees.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing, you must purchase in multiples of $1,000.
Do you need an initial investment to create a top account?
Speaking for WISE, our minimum to open an account is 25,000 TT. But after that, you could top it up with any amount of funds you want. So if you have $5,000, $6,000, but that is only for WISE. I can't speak for the other brokers. Maybe Tisha or Siobhan will know if there are low amounts that they can start with other brokers.
They would like a bit more explanation on the J314 bond and if it can still be purchased.
So
Okay,
yes.
that bond could still be purchased. It's trading every day. It trades at between 85 and 80, between 85 and 86. It went as low as 84. That bond came about because the CIF, the Liquid Investment Fund, the SIF holders, they got Republic Bank shares plus a balance of some of it in the J314 bond. This bond, it was a 15-year bond, and yep, so right now, and it has a 4.5%, 4.25 or 4.5% interest rate, and you could purchase it any time if you, as long as you have a brokerage account in multiples of $1,000, and it trades every day. It's actually the most liquid bond in the market right now.
This question is for Mr. Manmohan. Does WISE offer access to trades outside of Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, WISE has through our partners in the United States, Pershing LLC, we have a platform where you could trade online. You could trade online for the US market, plus if we trade for you, you could trade in about 60 other markets around the world, including all of them in Europe, Australia, Canada, and some Latin American countries which are more costly. The trading for our online platform, it's a flat fees. It's so, for instance, and any trade under $10,000 will be $30. Any trade over 20,000, 75. Anything over that is 100 US per trade.
When dividends are received, would it be taxed?
No, so
Okay, is
dividends.
that local or US ones?
I'm assuming it's local.
Okay. No, because the first question was about international trade. No, but no, dividends are not taxed in Trinidad, for individuals at least.
This question is for TTCD. Can you use a bank statement as a proof of address for dividends and for your account?
Well, not really TTCD, but that would be I know some firms, some broker firms use bank statements as proof of address. I guess it will be determined on the respective broker whether they prefer a utility bill or a bank statement. So I'm not sure if Adrian Wise uses the bank statement as proof of address. Yeah.
Yeah, Wise uses it, and also from the TTSEC guidelines, you can use a bank statement as proof of address if you have a EBC. If you are listed in the EBC online portal and your address is correct there, we could also use that as a proof of address.
What mechanism on the stock market determines the rise and fall of stock prices on a daily or weekly basis?
Okay. The first thing is the stock prices, like any market, that is determined by the demand and supply for the stock. And how the demand and supply is determined is, of course, the performance of the company, the performance of the sector the company is in. For instance, not to pick on any company, but during the COVID lockdown, Prestige Holdings, their price was depressed because, of course, all fast foods were locked down at the time. So obviously their profitability would have gone down. So that their price would have gone up and down with the prices recovering because we are out of the lockdown and things are returning to normal. So to answer your question in short, it has to do with the economic environment, the performance of the company, and also if the company, any company news, for instance, if like recently Agostini had a few acquisitions which could affect their price to go up. Massey had a few acquisitions in December and the price have started to go up. Also, when the company results come out, if the results are bad, sometimes most times the price will go down.
Mr. Manmohan, we got a question on the YouTube live. Can you briefly go over the fees for Wise?
Okay, so for individuals, the fees the fees from 0 to 50,000 is 1.5%. Anything between 50 and 100,000, 50,000, $1 and 100,000 is 1.25%. Anything over that 100,000, it's 1%. But if you trade for yourself on top, it's 70.75% with no minimum. Of course, for larger trades, sometimes there are negotiated commissions. For instance, if a trade is like over $1 million, over 2 million, you could get a discounted commission. But the fees that I quoted is what clients would normally pay.
Right. Mr. Manmohan, another question for Wise. How is the risk profile for each investor determined?
Okay, there's a lot of things, for instance, most of our clients, age is one of them because of course, a younger person could withstand a loss better than say somebody my age who close to retirement where you are, where you can't afford to absorb a big loss. Then there's also what we call your liquidity needs, your how you yourself view your risk profile. Because for instance, a client will come into us and say, well, we don't want to lose a cent. And when that happens, well, that person is a low risk profile. If somebody say, yeah, we could take some risks, that will help in determining your risk profile. Some clients want the quick money, so they go into stuff when we ask them, they into things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which is a little more risky, with a much more risky than, say, investment in stock or bonds. So it's a conversation we have with the client, plus we look at the client age and also the investment horizon and their need for liquidity. Because if a client, for instance, could said, well, we don't want we want a long-term investment. We don't need the funds now, which means they don't need the liquidity. That could help us to determine, okay, well, this client could take a little more risk because, for instance, a stock might be down now, but in the longer term, 2 to 3 years, it goes back up.
For persons who are not always in the know, how will they know what to buy and sell?
Okay, well, most times the clients would ask their broker for their recommendations. Most, I mean, but the biggest thing, the broker can recommend to you. Broker will give you, for instance, our website has a wealth of information on stocks, and we'll provide you with a lot of the information comparing the companies to other companies in the sector, and going to things like the P/E ratio, the dividend yield, the outlook for the company, and all of those things. But ultimately, I think the client should have the information, all the information that they could get, and they make the ultimate decision on what to buy or what to sell. So, but we will provide you with all the information you need to make that decision.
This one is for Tisha. I inherited some shares years ago jointly with my sister, but we do not have the certificate. We need some assistance in trying to rectify this, please.
So what we would do is encourage you to open a TTCD brokerage account. If you don't have one as yet, the loss certificate, we would require a bond of indemnity to be filled out, and of course for it to be notarized. You can, if you do have a brokerage account, you can contact your respective brokers. If not, email us at registrar, registrar at stockx.co.tt, and one of the officers will reach out to you to further explain and further get some information from you.
And one final question. Can you open an account on behalf of a child or someone who is under 18 for future planning, or is this not recommended?
Okay, Tisha, you want me to take that one?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Okay. No. So there are no. You're not a. The law doesn't permit for you to. Well, the regulations doesn't permit for you to have an account for someone under 18 on the stock market. So we won't be able to open an account for someone under 18. Mm-hmm.
That is the end of the question and answer segment. We would like to thank everyone for attending today's webinar and our panelists, Mr. Manmohan, Tisha, and Siobhan from the TTSC. Thank you, and keep updated on our social media platforms for upcoming webinars and events.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.